Its ancestry has been in the service since 1964, with the M4 being used since 1994 to present. It's definitely a proven platform and doesn't need much introduction. The LE6920 is as close as it gets to the military service rifle besides the barrel length and 3-shot burst option. If you're looking for the best performance at the lowest price, this is it. Now, most AR style rifles will do the job, but this rifle has a ton of great qualities that far exceed what most manufacturers consider spec. It is a true mil-spec rifle, and we'll go over the differences and advantages of this particular rifle versus lower end options in this video. And starting with the exterior of the rifle, it has a classic A2 style birdcage flash suppressor, and it doesn't have any vents on the bottom, so it's going to prevent any dirt from getting kicked up if you're firing prone. And the front sight is marked with an F to let you know that it is military spec and military height. Also, it does come with the Magpul M-Bus flip-up sights, and it has two different sight pictures. It's got a larger diameter hole for short distance, and you can get more precise long distance shots with the smaller hole. Now, here's probably the only complaint I may have with this rifle. The MOE Slimline pistol grip didn't really impress me much. Maybe because I'm used to the traditional Magpul grip on my Wazzer. It is a hard polymer compared to the traditional Magpul grip that has a rubberized feel to it. It kind of reminds me of a traditional A2 grip that most people chuck out as soon as they get a new rifle. Also, it is a Slimline product, and with my big hands, it didn't feel as good in hand. However, when shooting it, I couldn't tell the difference. The upper and lower receiver are both made from 70-75 Type 3 hard anodized T6 aluminum. During the assault weapons ban, 6920s always had a LE/military only stamp on the lower receiver. Now, since 2004, we don't have to worry about that anymore, and it has a nice M4 stamp instead. It does still have the LE before the serial number, but I personally prefer the M4, and I guess it is just cosmetic. It appears there is a barcode of sorts next to the Colt defense stamp, which is pretty interesting. Perhaps for armories to do inventory with, or for Colt if you ever have to send it back to them. Flipping the rifle over, it has a forward assist and a shell deflector for left-handed shooters. The upper receiver has a Picatinny rail built into it, making it very easy to mount optics and not worry about them not being true to the rifle. The MOE Slimline 4-position adjustable stock is amazing. It is very ergonomical, and you can really get a good cheek weld onto it. It is a hard polymer but has enough texturing with a perfect balance of not too rough so it won't catch on fabric, and beard friendly, but also make sure in wet conditions you can still get a good cheek weld. The trigger is a nice single stage, breaking at around 5 to 8 pound range. It's not extremely light, but very manageable, and it is a mil-spec trigger. Also, the trigger guard is extended, so it's great if you're going to be using gloves. Let's look into some specs on the barrel and bolt carrier group. The barrel is made out of 4150 CMV, infused with vanadium to resist heat and lengthen its life. It is 16.1 inches in length compared to the traditional 14.5 inches the military uses. It has 6 grooves, a 1-in-7 twist. It is chrome lined and has a magnesium phosphate finish. The muzzle velocity is 2,900 feet per second, and also there is a traditional M4 cutout for M203 grenade launcher if that's your thing. Of course, it fires 5.56 and .223 cartridges. And this rifle also has M4 feed ramps on the upper receiver and barrel, which is a nice touch, keeping it true to its military cousin. It is fitted with Magpul's MOE SL for Slimline furniture, and the handguard has a very nice feel to it with dual heat shields, and with testing proved that it held up well to multiple back-to-back mag dumps and only became warm but never too hot to handle. Also, with it being the Slimline, it was refreshing compared to some bulkier options in traditional handguards that I'm used to. I personally really like the Slimline handguard. The handguard also has a MOE foregrip, and so that's a cool option too if you would like to slap that on there, but you don't have to. Now, the bolt carrier group is the same full auto BCG used in the military. They are individually magnetically particle and high pressure tested, ensuring there are no fissures or weak points. Most companies might do test batches of BCGs where there may be a flawed unit in the batch, but Colt actually tests each one so you can rest assured that you are getting a quality BCG. The interior of the bolt carrier group and gas key are also chrome lined. Also, the gas key is properly staked, which is a big deal. A lot of companies don't even do this or do a poor job, resulting in failures. I remember a CMMG MK3 giving me problems in the past, and when I got home and looked at it, the gas key hex screws had come loose and rendered the rifle useless. I slapped some Loctite on them and it was fine, but I would much rather have a properly staked gas key. And to finish off the interior behind the bolt carrier group is a true heavy buffer stamped H inside a mil-spec extension tube with a properly staked castle nut behind it.
Smoking 4-inch. Yeah. Turn it up. Yeah. Not bad.